Hello everybody, welcome back to this new video. Today I'm super excited to be showing you guys the exact ad strategy and funnel that my agency and my team members use when running our clients' ads. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So like I said in the intro, today we're going to be pulling back the curtain on the exact strategies that my team utilizes and runs through when we work with all of our e-commerce clients. And so I know a lot of you guys watching this video are asking questions like, how do you set up your retargeting campaigns? How do you actually properly test all of your interests, your lookalike audience, things like that. So today we're going to be jumping into my computer and actually going through the exact funnel, everything from our top of the funnel audiences, our middle of the funnel and bottom of the funnel, just showing you guys the exact strategies that you should be implementing and taking into consideration when actually running ads for your own stores, your own brands, or if you're looking to work with any sort of marketing agency and just kind of understand the psychology behind the ads and the marketing that they're actually implementing into your account. Before we jump into the video today, I want to ask you guys to please smash the subscribe button. I know it helps tons with the YouTube algorithm. And also, if you feel like you get a ton of value from this video, go ahead and like this video as well too. It'll push it to the homepage. We'll get more viewership and it'll be great for everybody because then I can make more content for you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into my computer and show you guys the exact funnel that we utilize as a team. All right, so we are in my computer. We're currently using an app to kind of run through this whole video called Miro. It's a great app to really visualize how you structure, whether it's your ad creatives, your copy, your funnel, everything. I will say me and my team use this app a ton. I am not sponsored by this app at all, but I think it could be very, very helpful for a lot of you visual learners to really map out exactly what it is that you are trying to figure out within your marketing, your advertising, or just overall business. But like I said, today we're going to be jumping in, showing you the exact strategies that my team is using to run our campaigns. So if you think about an effective advertising funnel, it probably includes something that is made up of multiple forms of ad copy, ad creatives, things like that. However, you're making multiple touch points on your audience from the point that they first come across one of your ads to the point of when they ideally purchase. And so right now we're going to be taking a look at your top of funnel. Now, I will mention before you even run any of your campaigns, please prepare and plan out what is actually going into your campaigns, whether it's your ad copy, your ad creatives, the angles, things like that. And I know I have a bunch of videos in my channel just going over how to create, whether it's effective copy, creatives, or angles. So go into my channel, watch those videos, and then you can actually get into creating your ads. But when we are looking at your top of the funnel and how you are setting things up, the main thing that we're going to be looking at is testing. So in your top of funnel, when you're maybe jumping into a brand new store, you're probably going to be testing a lot of different audiences. So the first campaign that our team will set up after we do all of our research is going to be a testing campaign. Now, mainly it'll be made up of interests, but if we are jumping into, maybe a client's account who has done very well, maybe they're doing, $25,000 a month in revenue. Well, at that point, they're probably utilizing lookalike audiences. And so we can start to really hone in on those, but we still will run our own initial tests on that account. But you can see here in that testing campaign, you're going to be testing things like interests, testing your lookalike audiences, and then also utilizing broad targeting. This is definitely something that is overlooked. People do not utilize broad targeting enough, or they don't put enough trust in Facebook. But sometimes our broad targeting actual ad set is the one that performs the best, actually more regularly than normal, which is pretty insane. So definitely something to try out once you actually have the credible data, I guess, in your account. But then, as you can see here, it's kind of a workflow. So when we are going and testing these interests, you can see here that after about 48 to 72 hours of testing, of course, making sure that you are running at a good budget to actually get the credible data necessary. I recommend anywhere from $5, of course, on the lower end. That's absolutely the lowest end I would go. But on the higher end, when you're testing, about $10 or $15. But as you can see here, after about 2 to 3 days, you want to ask yourself, is any of these ad sets or interests, are any of them profitable at the ROAS level? Now that's important. You want to make sure that they're profitable at the ROAS level before you start giving them more budget or before you start duplicating anything. But if you find that they are, then that's when you can start looking into scaling up at a gradual level. People try scaling way too fast, and that's what actually kills them in the long run. But you want to be able to scale at a gradual level, make sure that all your ad sets and your audiences are gaining the valuable data that they should be. Now, once they have about 3 purchases, you know that that ad set is profitable. You know it's profitable at the ROAS level. You know that it's good. Then that's when you can actually start going and increasing those budgets on the ad set level, or duplicating that ad set about 2 to 3x what its original budget was. And the reason why I give you that or situation instead of you have to duplicate your ad sets, or you have to, add your more budget into that ad set itself, is because every account is different. Our team has found that with every single client, some accounts respond better when we're duplicating ad sets at a higher budget. Other accounts respond better when we're just gradually giving it more budget to those original ad sets. This is something that you just need to test out yourself and figure out what works better within your account. And I'm telling you, once you test both of these out, you will find commonalities in what actually works within your account. So definitely give that a try. Now, if we go back to the top of this sort of funnel and we ask ourselves after we test, is any of these ad sets profitable at the ROAS level? The one thing that a lot of people do is when they're testing products, whether they're drop shipping or, maybe you have a very well-established brand and still nothing is profitable, is they try to advertise some new product, or they erase everything instead of actually looking at the data. But the best way to really analyze your ads and analyze really your overall customer journey is by looking at things like your click-through rate. How well are you being able to resonate with your ideal audience? Look at your landing pages. Are there things better on your landing pages that can, encourage your customers to purchase right now, create more urgency, things like that? How's your offer? These are all things that you need to take into consideration within your whole funnel, instead of just blaming your ads or blaming Facebook or blaming YouTube ads or Google ads or TikTok. Like, I see so many people, they blame it on the platform and they blame it on the ads rather than just taking responsibility and saying, okay, there's something wrong within the funnel. The product itself obviously sells. I know that it's selling. How can I be able to resonate better with my audience, and how can I improve the overall customer journey, right? So stop blaming everything on the platform. It's actually probably your ads and your overall customer journey. So that's really the top of the funnel. It's a lot of testing. It's a lot of scaling once you find things that are profitable. And as I have kind of set right here, once maybe you found that you are scaling at a pretty good pace, like maybe your ad sets are at that point where, they're $50 per day in spend or $100 per day in spend. There's nothing wrong with creating another scaling campaign, which again is still in your top of the funnel. This is new traffic that you are making your first initial touch point with. And maybe these are a campaign that is built of all of your most successful ad sets and audiences that you're targeting, right? And then basically you're just giving it more budget. I do recommend that you do try both CBO and ABO at this level. Again, like I said, every account reacts completely differently. So it's just something that you have to test. Personally, our team has always seen more success on a scaling level, even just with ABO, but it's never going to hurt you to try CBO. It's going to allow you to know that if it is a possibility for you to scale with, then definitely go try ABO and continue to ramp up. But I do know for a fact that ABO for us has worked much better, and it's responded a lot better within all of the accounts overall for all of our clients. So hopefully that makes sense. The scaling campaign is going to be really made up of all of your successful audiences. So this is not a testing campaign. Leave all the audiences that you're trying to test in that campaign, all of the proven audiences you bring up into your scaling campaign. Now, how to set up your retargeting. So retargeting is something that they overcomplicate so much, and it's actually the simplest way to set up all of your ads. If you think about retargeting, the only goal there is to just continuously to make more touch points and really increase the urgency and just really hone in on that offer that you're trying to make available to that customer or potential customer. And so I see people overcomplicate this way too much, where they're building out their ads and they're excluding 7 days and excluding 30 days and only allowing 90 days for targeting and all this stuff. And maybe that worked in the past, previous to I was 14 and everything, but it's just the best way to do it is just keep it broad, make it very simple, make sure that you're targeting people who have, gone to your website, done all those things, but just keep the timeline of it very, very broad. So like I have shown here, your 180 days view is going to be your go-to thing. So as long as you have these audiences set up, that is what's going to make things very, very helpful for you. So you can see here in your middle of the funnel, if you can imagine, these are people that are a warm audience. They're not quite your hot audience quite yet, but these are people that are engaging with you on Facebook and Instagram. These are people that are viewing your content. They're coming to your website. They're landing on certain pages. If you are running video ads, they have watched maybe 25% of them, right? So this is your warmer audience. And this is a great opportunity for you at your creative level to start showcasing, user generated content, showcasing testimonials, things that are, again, going to create that social proof. Because at the end of the day, why a lot of people won't purchase from you is because they don't know if other people are responding positively to your products. So this is a great opportunity for you to showcase a ton of social proof, whether it's through user generated content, whether it's through ads that maybe you've created yourself, but just get a lot of faces out there and show people that other people and other individuals are using your products. And then as I have shown here in your bottom of funnel, so this is things that are very, very common. These are things like adding to cart, initiating checkout, add payment info, and even purchases. So the cool thing about this one, about purchases, is a lot of people ask if you're targeting for people who have purchased, isn't that going to be a waste of money? But the goal here is these people are actually one of the hottest audiences that you can target because these people have already purchased from you. So if you're confident in your brand and you know that your products stand the test of time, well, then you shouldn't have anything to worry about. This is actually gonna be one of the best audiences to target because they've built such a great relationship with you. Like I said, if you have a good brand and if you've really established a good relationship with these people. And another thing to take on to that is your goal should always be to increase the lifetime value of a customer. You don't want to have to rely on just bringing in new customers all the time. You want to have really good reoccurring customers coming in and being really the lifeline of your guys' brand and of your revenue, because that's what's really going to help you, achieve those 6-figure months or 7-figure months really as a whole and actually sustain those results long term. Now I have listed here too, bottom of funnel is most effective when you focus heavily on an irresistible offer. That is huge. If you can imagine, when you're making a first touch point with people, you don't need to come in with some crazy wild offer. You only really want to just introduce the product to them and the benefits and the features and things like that. But once they've seen your ad a lot and they've seen your product tons, just obviously through your ads or through organic traffic, whatever it is, you want to come in with like almost your last chance to really get them to convert. So obviously your cost per acquisition by the time that someone converts on your bottom of the funnel is going to be a little bit higher, but you really want to make sure that you're just putting such an irresistible offer in front of their face that even with that higher cost per acquisition, it still is a profitable sale. So we found that once you really include really solid offers, whether it's like a discount offer, a bundle offer, or like a free product, free shipping, things like that, make it irresistible and it'll convert. And again, that's just going to increase, of course, the cost per acquisition. But like I said, you really want to just capitalize on every single conversion at your bottom of funnel as possible. So hopefully today's video is very valuable for you guys. My goal today was just to really knock out a lot of the misconceptions that there are around Facebook right now, especially post iOS 14. A ton of people are always coming to me and saying, which platforms should I move into away from Facebook because, Facebook sucks now, the tracking, blah, 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 all this stuff. And although some of those things are true to a certain degree, I will tell you, for a fact, Facebook and Instagram are still the most profitable platforms and they host every single audience in the world. My biggest thing is just understanding marketing and advertising fundamentals, knowing how to see your funnel from a bird's eye view, and then being able to go from there. So hopefully today's video just helps you out and really visualize that sort of funnel view from a more granular level. And if you guys found this video very, very helpful, like I said, smash the like button, click subscribe. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It supports me as a creator. And also I encourage you to leave a comment below on any other videos for content in the future that you'd like me to make. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.